So we've got the bulk of the big stuff done. We are currently waiting until Tuesday, which is 2 days from now. Or no, it's tomorrow. 1 day from now. Tomorrow we're dropping off the tank and the rear fender off for paint. I would have liked to paint the wheels and everything else today, but it's a little bit too humid. The temperature's right, but humidity is a little bit too high, so we're gonna have to hold off on that. So while we wait for the perfect day to do that, I'm gonna focus on the smaller things we have left to do on the bike, such as wrapping the upper forks. We still need to remove the cover for the oil reservoir, and we also need to reroute the clutch cable around the front fairing and possibly do some modifications to the fairing itself. Also, we got the other set of grips in, so it'll be round 2 of that, and hopefully I don't screw this one up. All right, let's do it. Alright, so I have a small dilemma. I'm wanting to wrap these upper forks with a black vinyl because painting them is a pain in the ass and it's expensive and it's a lot of work to get them off. So what I'm going to try to do is wrap it with this wrapping vinyl that I got. Now I've wrapped things in the past. I've done an entire hood of a car, an entire roof of a car, various parts of my truck. I've got experience in it. I have 2 problems. First problem is I ordered a vinyl that was on clearance. I tested it on my truck and I see why they're trying to get rid of that shit. It's garbage. But I got it for a damn good price, so I think I'm going to at least try to put it on. The issues that I'm having right now is this left side over here is fine. There's only one, the headlight cable is right next to it. But I think it'll be worked around. Over here, I've got both the throttle cables in the way and the brake line in the way. So what I think I'm going to do is remove the whole throttle assembly. From what I remember when I changed the bars, it wasn't that hard. It was just a couple bolts, but I could be completely wrong on that. But that's gonna be my first course of action. So here's the upper forks wrapped with the vinyl. They pretty much turned out exactly how I expected them to. There's definitely some flaws in them. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus here. You can see kind of some small bubbles here and there. But for what I paid for that vinyl and how quick and easy it was, definitely exactly how I expected it to turn out. Still a 30-30 though, which is pretty much my motto. If it's 30-30, it's good for me. 30-30 meaning that it looks good from 30 yards away going 30 miles an hour. So it's definitely not intended to be a show bike of any sort. So go ahead and put the controls back on, the front fairing back on, and after that I'll go ahead and put on that other grip on the clutch side. So I went and done goofed. When I ran this clutch cable up through the middle here, I didn't realize that my fairing actually goes right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a big enough drill bit or something like that to where I can drill through the fairing, run the cable through, and then connect it that way. I think that'll be better anyways because this is already at a pretty sharp of an angle for it being a clutch. And then since it doesn't move that much, it'll just be it won't be at risk of pinching or anything like that. So I guess it could be worse. So yeah, I'm gonna go get to work on that. So a pretty productive day overall. But next episode will be better. Next episode, we're gonna get things broken down for paint. Now, we're not talking about paint as in getting it sent off, but actually paint that we're doing in-house. We'll be painting both the front and the rear wheel, the rear pulley, the highway pegs, and parts of the oil reservoir. We're also gonna get new tires in the next episode. So you're definitely not gonna wanna miss that one. One way you can make sure you don't miss that one is go ahead and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, go ahead and click that notification button. As always, go ahead and smash that like button if you did enjoy this video and if you're enjoying the overall series. Speaking of series, if this is the first episode you're watching, go ahead and start from episode 1. There's a link for the playlist down in the description. Also down in the description is links to all the parts that you're seeing in the build series as well as any parts already on the bike. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.